Hi everyone, today we're going to learn ProBuilder. This is going to help you make shapes that are a little more complicated than what you can make with shapes by right-clicking on hierarchy, going to 3D objects, and making a shape here. ProBuilder can help you understand how big what you want to make outside of a Unity needs to be, or makes simple shapes that you can use in the game. And then it also has an ability to color the shape really fast. Like this shape that is made is colored with ProBuilder. It's very simple coloring, but it's done within ProBuilder editor, and I didn't have to make each material for this color. So let's get into it. First, we're going to get ProBuilder from Package Manager. So go to Window menu and go down to Package Management and click on Package Manager. Now we're going to go to Unity Registry and scroll down to ProBuilder. Press on ProBuilder. I already have downloaded it, but when you get to it, it's going to say installed for you. So press on install. It's going to do its thing. How you tell it's downloaded is if you can't see install anymore and it looks like locate or manage, it looks like this. And one thing you should know, what happened to me was that I had an error message from ProBuilder, and I think they had updated it. So all I had to do was click on this triangle next to manage, and there was update option. So if something like that ever happens to you where ProBuilder is glitching, check Package Manager and see if you can update it and see what's going on with the error message. Okay, I'm gonna exit out. So now we're going to organize some menus. If you see here, I have a menu up here, but yours probably looks like this. So we're going to move this to horizontal. I do find it a little easier to work with. So I'm just going to move it like this. Go to Tools. You can see ProBuilder under Tools. And if you go to Editors, there is Create Polyshape and Create Shape. We're first going to create shape. So let's try making cube. Click on cube. And unlike how the other 3D cube just appears on your screen, you have to tell where the cube goes. So I'm gonna click here, and while I'm clicking it, drag it and let it go. And then I'm gonna move it up to define the height of the cube. So I made a cube. Let's make different shapes. You can also make shape by clicking here. Oh, okay, so click on it for a long time. Don't just click because nothing happens. Just click on it a long time and then you will see more options. And then while you're pressing it, you can come down and choose whatever you want to create. Choose whatever you want to create. So let me try stairs. I'll just make it here. Oh, okay. And then one more thing. Let's say that, I want to see what prism looks like. So I made a prism. But actually, I don't want prism. I want something else. You can change the shape by coming to the inspector panel and click on the shape. And then you can just, okay, this is a doorway. You can just go through different shapes. Like, oh, what if I did the sphere instead? You'll see it. What if I did torus instead? You can see all of it. Let's bring it back to sphere. Okay, so that is that. And then you can also create a plane. And you just click on it, drag it, let it go, and then you have planes. Okay, I'm gonna delete it by either Command or Control and click on a delete button. Or is that called backspace in Windows? And to click on this again, you notice how there's like a yellow thingy that is with the cursor. That's because you're in a create mode right now. So go to the menu and click on move tool, and then click on the plane, and again command delete, and you can delete the shape. Now let's look at what a poly shape is. So you can find the poly shape tool here. It says create poly shape, or again by going to tools, ProBuilder, editors, create poly shape. But I'm just going to click on this one. So what it lets you do is it lets you create any shape however you like. Let's say, oh, I want, I don't know, some kind of alligator looking shape. Okay, I'm just gonna, okay. And then you can also decide the height of it. And then this is your new shape that you've made. So this is what poly shape does for you. Now let's talk about how you can change the shape, edit its size, and some simple like 3D tools like extruding. So first of all, I clicked on the shape, and on the menu, I'm going to click on this triangle button next to game object and choose ProBuilder. And when you change to ProBuilder, now you can see more menus up here that gives you an option to choose vertices, edge, or face. So now I can select face, or if I choose this, vertices, and move that just like a 3D program, or vertices and move that to create different shapes. Well, let's go back, and I want to go back to simpler editing. So if we click on edit shape, you will see these little blue dots, and that lets you edit your shape more simply, like so. And also you can change the shapes by going through these too. One thing I forgot to tell you is cylinder. When you choose a cylinder, it's not a circle. That's because you have to increase the side count. And if you increase it to a lot, it will be eventually, I guess all of it, eventually a circle. So it looks more like a cylinder. But it gives you an option to make something that has more sides if you wanted to create something that has that is hexagonal or something like that. Rotating it in a very weird way. So it has flipped it. And let's go back to cube. We're back to cube. And now we're going to play a little bit with extruding. So let's go back to the ProBuilder editing. So I'm going to unclick edit. Well, click on edit shape to uncheck that. And I want to go to face selecting mode, and I'm going to click on this face. And in order to extrude this face, I'm going to press on Shift and then press on Scale tool. So Shift, Scale, and go like that. So again, Shift, and I'm pressing this like middle box, and I clicked on it, and without letting go, I'm dragging it to left. And now I have extruded this side, so you can see from side. Right now it's on the same surface, but it has different sides. So, and then now I'm gonna extrude this up by moving it. So go to Move tool and move it up. Okay, I'm gonna move it here. But maybe you didn't want all these other sides to move with it. So if you didn't want that, you're gonna press Shift and then move it up. Now you can see how it's creating a new shape on top of it. You can do the same by, I'm gonna press Shift and then move it out. Here I'm gonna press Shift and move it out. If I don't press Shift, what happens is that it just moves up like that. So I created a shape. You can also cut this around. There's a cut tool, and then you can cut from here to, let's say, here, and unpress it, and then now it's cut. Didn't cut it on the edge. So difficult to. Okay, now we have two sides. Oh, so if I want to press on this and then Shift and go up, go up, it's gonna go up. I don't know what's happening. You can also delete it. Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I don't know what is happening with the bag. Okay, we're gonna go back to ProBuilder. Press in this shape. Delete faces. There you go. Delete faces. So yeah, that's how you pull out. And then also maybe this is gonna, so one of the ways to pull out is that if you press on this and change the local to element, you can also go like that. Yeah, this is more of, I think, what I was trying to do, and I don't know what I did. But yeah, so you want to change from local to element for this to happen smoothly. And one more thing that I want to mention is, let's go to, I made a little player. We're going to go where my player is at. Actually, let's do this. F, pressed F. And my player is here. And what ProBuilder is good for is that if you zoom into it, it's got size marked on the ProBuilder. So it says 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. So this thing is kind of like about 4 meters. So if you just want to test what the size looks like and make it in your 3D program, you can make this into 4 meter side. And then when you bring it And to Unity, it will match the size that you want. So you can kind of just build something around and then just look at it and see if this is a size that you want for your player. And you can just kind of play around with that, right? And let's go to coloring. So another thing that ProBuilder is really nice is that you can color them very easily. So in order to color this object, I'm going to go to Tools, ProBuilder, Editors, and open Vertex Color Editor. And this editor is a little annoying. Every single time you do one thing and click on something, it disappears. So I'm going to make sure that it sticks around. And I'm just going to grab by this Vertex Colors name and then pull this and then put it right here. You can put it wherever you want, but just put it somewhere like attached to somewhere, like, you know, like you could put it here as well. Or like right here. It's just, it gets really annoying when it keeps disappearing. So there are 2 ways, or actually 3 ways of coloring, four ways of coloring an object. First, one way is that you can color the entire object. So I press on this and I can just apply the color and now it's different. The whole thing has different colors. Also, if you click on this color, you can change them. It doesn't have to be whatever it is here. You can change them however you like. Apply, and then now it's the color that you want. The second way to color this is you can color this individual faces. So let's look at this wires. So you can see how this one has a bunch of faces. Let's go to the game, go to the menu, click on the game object, and go to ProBuilder, and you're on face selection mode. So press on any face and then just, you know, apply whatever color you want. Like, oh, I want this to be pink color, or I want this to be red color, like I want this part to be pink color. Like you can also select multiple faces like that, or, you know, like press here and then shift and then press here and shift and then press here, and then you can color it blue, just however you like. Black. Okay. Another thing that you can do is you could also color the edges. I know this one's a little interesting. So you can press on them and apply. And then now you can see, if we go back to shade mode, you can see these different colors on them. So the order of things matters. So you can choose the face selection again and then choose this and apply. And then now it's back to the solid color. And lastly, you can also do vertices coloring. So let's say, I chose these 2 and then I want more pink. You can see now the pink is going all over. I don't know if you can change the range of the color that is applied. If you do know, please let me know. Yeah, these are 4 ways that you can color an object. One last thing that I'm going to share with you is that the ProBuilder already has this, like, always has this texture that says 1 meter. Right? Like even if you colored it, like you can't really see it well because it's so big. But if it was smaller, you could see them. So the way to get rid of them is you're going to make a material for it. I'm going to go to my asset folder, and if I had a lot of things, I'll create a folder first and call it materials, but I have nothing in here right now. So create a material. Name it whatever you want. Let's apply this to to this shape to show you the difference. So I'm going to apply it to this shape. And then now it changed to this white color we have. The way that we're going to make it show the color is we're going to go to the shader. And we'll go to ProBuilder 6. And then click on the standard vertex color. And now you can see that it changed the color back to what it was. But it still has that emitter signs. So what we're going to do is while the ProBuilder 2 is selected, if you don't see this anymore, just click on this again on the project panel. And what you're going to do is don't click on this image, but click on this tiny, tiny button that says select. And then I'm just going to choose graph group. And then now you have a smooth surface. You can also add a texture that you want wherever in your project folder, and then choose it from here by clicking on this tiny, tiny letter that says select, and go through your asset and change the texture. You could also create a material and drag it into your ProBuilder. You don't always have to use vertex colors.